Hello. Once upon a time, there was a dog called Alfie who lived in a lighthouse on an island. Now, there aren't many dogs who have visited a lighthouse, and certainly very few who have lived in one. But Alfie's owner, Alex, had a special job, which meant he had to stay in the lighthouse. He was a lighthouse keeper. His job was to make sure the light was always ready to warn sailors of the dangerous rocks around the island which sailors might steer their boats too close to. Every day, Alfie followed Alex around as he did all the chores to keep the lighthouse clean. Polishing the glass windows of the lighthouse to make sure the light would shine through brightly. Cleaning all the parts of the light and brushing the many steps from the ground up to the top of the lighthouse. There was even a foghorn which sounded as a warning and that had to be looked after too. Although Alfie couldn't help with the chores, Alex liked to have him nearby because they were the only ones living on the island and he could chat away to Alfie, even if he only got a few barks in reply. Alex's uniform was black with a white shirt, and Alfie's fur was white with black patches, so they certainly looked like a team. Every evening, Alfie watched as Alex lit the lamp so that it would burn through the darkness of the night, warning sailors to stay away. Many people had been helped by the guiding light of the lighthouse. As well as looking after the lighthouse, one of Alex's important jobs was to record the weather details in a special book called a logbook. Alex would write down the time, the day, the date, the wind speed and direction, whether or not it was raining, cloudy, sunny, snow, or hail. He would keep in touch with people in the mainland, giving them this information and helping them to predict just how the weather might change. Now, one morning, Alex set off to the other side of the island, where the boat would arrive with that month's supplies of food deliveries. Alfie trotted at his side, stopping from time to time to keep an eye on the seagulls which swooped down, looking for crumbs of food. It was very misty, and they couldn't see very far. Suddenly, Alex stopped and peered through the mist out to the sea. "Oh no!" he cried. "It looks like the supplies boat is sailing towards the rocks. The captain can't see them in the mist." He then looked up at the sky and said, "Our weather report shows that a storm is coming too." There were big black clouds rolling in, and the wind was starting to get stronger. "What'll we do, Alfie?" he called. "We need to warn them right now." Alfie barked, "Woof!" and leapt forward, leading the way back to the lighthouse. Just as well we're fit, Alfie," said Alex as they raced to the shed and the foghorn. Alex pulled the lever that started the foghorn, making sure that the delivery boat captain would hear it, and realised there was something very wrong. Alfie stayed alert by Alex's side, waiting until he could sense that Alex was sure that everything was okay. The boat had turned and was heading round the other side of the island to the pier. Then Alex and Alfie went back down all the steps and made their way towards where the boat would soon be arriving. After a few attempts in the stormy seas, the boat's crew managed to sail the boat close enough to the pier side for the captain to throw a rope for Alex to catch. With Alfie keeping watch, he tied it tightly to the post, the other end being fastened to the boat. The rain poured down as they did this, and they might all soon be soaked. Alex pulled up his coat collar and pulled down his hat to keep the rain out. He didn't recognise the captain, as it wasn't one of the usual people to visit the island. The storm and the waves made it too noisy to talk, so Alfie waved him and the other crew members up towards the lighthouse. They hurried inside, and Alex shut the door firmly behind them. "Hello," said the captain. "My name is Leslie." I'm so glad you warned us with the foghorn that there was something wrong. I haven't sailed this route before, and I made a mistake with the map." Alfie looked on as Alex started to make a pot of hot tea and some toast for them all. That's because there was sure to be a treat for Alfie too. Then the captain said, "Thank you for helping us arrive safely. Thank you for saving us. Thank you so much. And thank you for listening. Bye-bye."